Now, I said I wasn't going to make another video on Fortnite OG unless something big happened, but this is just silly at this point. So, Cypher PK and this, I don't know if a lot of you guys have heard of this guy, Clark Clint Gaming. Well, this guy reacts on the Cypher's video, but basically, what Cypher's video was about was, let me pull it up real quick. What Cypher's video was about was Fortnite OG and how it can, like, become popular again. And, basically what he explains in it is, like, they need to do a storyline change in order to spice up OG and make it better, right? And, that's just silly to me. That is, like, and then Clark Clint Gaming responds the exact same way, saying, "Oh yeah, you need to spice it up to make it popular again." And the reason why that's just silly is because I know dang well, and many people know, Cypher PK and this guy will not play Fortnite OG more if they change the storyline and make new map changes and all that crap. It spices it up, yes, but that, number one, defeats the purpose of the mode being in the game. And number two, you're not even going to play it more. All the players who don't even play the mode right now are the ones complaining about the mode, and then they actually get their changes to the mode. And now the people who are not playing that mode are saying, oh, it needs a storyline change in order for it to be better. When we know dang well you're not going to play it. The reason why newer players don't play this mode is because they just simply don't like it. They simply just don't like the gameplay. They're not OG, so they don't know how the map felt. The real reason why this game mode is dying is because it's barely OG. It is 60, maybe even 65% OG. For me, I would say it's half OG, but many people think it's 60% OG. It's so annoying to hear people say that there needs to be a storyline change to make it better when that's not it at all. The game mode is barely OG, and that's the reason why it's not that popular. Because I'm not even having fun playing it anymore. I was having fun playing it on day one. No bots. We had the best recreation of the graphics. They ruined it in Season 2 by bringing out that stupid tall grass, and then not even, like, they completely, like, deleted the OG graphics. They changed the graphics, and they looked horrible. Season 3 was the exact same thing, but I can benefit Season 3 for bringing the tax icon back. But here we are in Season 4. We're still missing the pistol icon. We're still missing the AR icon. We're now missing the burst, legendary, and purple icon. We are now missing the pumps and rocket launcher's pull-out sound and guided missile. Like, I don't know what the team is doing, but whatever they're doing, they need to actually, like, try to fix this mode because it's so annoying. And then we got these YouTubers, Cypher PK and Clark Clint Gaming, saying they need to change the storyline for them to play it more, when we know they're not going to play it more. No YouTuber except Lachlan that's popular makes videos on this game mode. And Cypher PK's base of viewers is 95% newer players. I can tell you that. It is not, it's people under the age of 10 who watches Cypher PK now. Like, no one is going to watch your OG videos, and therefore you're going to still make, you know, Chapter 6, 7, 8 content. You're not going to go back to playing OG. Cypher PK is not going to go back to playing OG. Clark Clint's not going to go back to playing OG. The only people that are popular that make videos on OG is HJ Dugan and Lachlan. And I'm giving credit to HJ Dugan because he's actually, like, trying to make more and more content on OG. Ninja stopped making content on OG because he knows that it's just his viewers don't like it. Lachlan makes, like, maybe 1 or 2 videos per season, and HJ Dugan, he actually makes a few, but, like, you know, things that are ruining the mode is making him not want to make more videos on this mode. Like, obviously, so he's gonna do the, he, like, makes videos on the introduction of every season. So he shows the new update for Season 4, and then he asked in the comments if anyone would like to do watch a Seven Chests at Risky Reels again, and he did that, but he realized how much is ruined because there's bots in it. And I'm telling you right now, if they can make this mode more OG and get rid of bots, it'll be so fun. I will actually like never hop off this game. But I haven't even played this game. I played 2 matches in the last like 14 days because I just, I really haven't had that much fun on this game. I really haven't. It has not been fun because I keep on looking forward to them maybe, adding new OG stuff like the health bar, the graphics, the weapon icons, but it's always just a huge letdown. And would I care that much if the storyline and map changes? Yes. Mainly because my favorite map change was in Season 9 when we had Neo Tilted and Mega Mall. And I'm sure many other people's favorite map is like Season 9, 8, X, 7. And what if they change all of that? So like, oh, now the desert biome is Pleasant Park and Whaling. It's the whole top map. It's the whole top part of the map. What if they did that and people were like, oh, wow, Paradise Palms isn't in the game. I hate this now. Or what if like for me, instead of Neo Tilted, they come out with like Neo Dusty Divot or something. I would not appreciate that. And the people who like love the volcano, and a lot of people don't like the volcano, what if they don't add that because they're like, well, a lot of people didn't like the volcano, so if we're going to change the storyline, why don't we just not add in the volcano? How do you think they're going to feel? That's why I'm saying go to Season 11 and do whatever you want in Season 11 instead of going to Chapter 2. But with how this mode is going, they're barely making anything OG, and it's actually sad. Like, let me pull up a image of the OG burst icon. So when Season 4 launched, if you use the burst, and if you still use the burst, it is the Chapter 2 icon, but the texture and model, I believe, are Chapter 1, just by how I saw it. Some people are saying the texture is Chapter 2, but it doesn't really look like that for me. But if you looked in the news tab on the game, if you looked in the news tab, it was the OG icon, which is this, which makes absolutely no sense. Like, at that point, you're basically just, like, rage baiting us. I mean, how can you add this to the newsfeed, but apparently forget to add it into the files? Now, it could be a glitch, but that really makes no sense for it to be a glitch, because, like, you can fix it in another update, and we've already had an update in OG, where they added changes to the map. In that update, it only brought more glitches with the pump not making any sounds when pulling it out. Rocket launcher, guided missile, the same thing. It is so frustrating that every update that comes out, they're still not fixing anything or making it more OG. And just so you know, these are what the icons are supposed to look like. These are the Chapter 1 icons for these weapons. This is what we have right now. These are the Chapter 2 icons. That's the AR, that's the burst, and this is the pistol. This is what it's supposed to look like. Like, I just don't understand what is so hard to copy and paste things into this mode. It's the easiest mode to make. All you gotta do is copy and paste crap into it. I mean, if I heard here, let me pull up what it said. It said Fortnite. They said whoever's working on Fortnite OG, they're working on Season 5 like right before they went on to their break. And a lot of people are like, well, they might be fixing a bunch of stuff because look how early they're starting Season 5. When really they're going on break. They're probably just starting it early so they don't have 10 days to do it when they get back. And I doubt they're going to have 10 days after break until Season 5 releases. But like, they're doing that because it's the biggest map change. They got to start it early so they can actually get it done. So I can't find the post where someone posted it basically saying it was like 3 days after Season 4 came out. They posted like, oh, Epic Games started working on Season 5 early, and then everyone's like, oh, maybe they're gonna like bring the health bar back, maybe they're gonna fix the icons and all that, fix the stats and all that. I completely doubt that, because the reason why they're doing this is because they're on break for what, like 2 weeks or something like that. They don't want to give themselves a slim amount of time to make the biggest map change yet in this mode. But that also makes me wonder, what are they doing on their free time? What are they doing when they're not working on a map? Are they just sitting there twiddling with their fingers watching us be mad at things that aren't in the game yet? I mean, that is absolutely ridiculous. Here's things that we still need, by the way. So they changed the storm from 9 to 12 because people who don't even play the mode right now complained about it. They need to change that to 9 immediately. We need the old HUD because that is something that we literally have not seen since Chapter 1. And it literally defines the interface of Chapter 1. We need the icons because it makes the weapons actually feel authentic, just like how they were back then. We need the old storm, like, look of it, and the circles, which I brought up. But we need the old storm, not only clouds, but the overall design of it. Because I do not want, no one wants this weird-looking giant square storm thing. They need to fix the bugs because this is absolutely ridiculous. Like, how do you make the map and not see this when you're making it? Same thing with Wailing Woods. The bunker at Wailing Woods, around that, the textures around that, okay, why isn't this, oh my god. I'm pretty positive Twitter's like down or something because it is not letting me search anything on Twitter. Like, I'm trying to search up Wailing Woods bunker, but it keeps giving me that issue, and then if I search up Fortnite or anything, it keeps saying that. So let me try to find a video. It's a bit hard to tell with this camera angle, but you can see there's just this rim around this, around the bunker, and you can see the texture just completely changes. And in game, it looks absolutely horrible. Like, how much time are you spending making these updates? I mean, you have to notice that. You are putting in the littlest amount of effort into this mode. Whoever Epic Games is hiring to help make this mode, they need to actually, like, fire them because they are doing absolutely horrible with these updates and making this mode correct. I mean, look, this is a bug, and people are like, oh, well, it's probably just glitches. Well, they're not going to get fixed until, like, 3 seasons. It took 3 seasons to fix the tack icon. So far, it's been 4 seasons, and we still don't have the pistol and AR icon. I will say they have gotten better with correcting the stats because the stats have been corrected in a hotfix this season. They're still not completely correct, but they're at least more faithful to Chapter 1. I mean, but it is absolutely ridiculous with these glitches that they 100% notice, but are just not fixing it. Like, everyone is asking for the AR icon and all the icons to come back. All you have to do is copy and paste a literal PNG on Google. You can literally just search up AR icon Fortnite, and it'll show up. Look at that, right there. You don't even have to go to Save the World to get it. You can just get it right off Google. But no, apparently that's too hard. And another thing that apparently, I hope Twitter's fixed so I can search this up. Apparently, the scar, okay, I can't search it up, but the scar, the scar in Fortnite is, like, apparently it's the Chapter 2 scar, which is this, but with the Chapter 1 texture. So, here, let me tell you the history of the scar in this OG mode. Chapter 1, Season 1, model and texture, by no surprise, and icon were the Chapter 2. Just like many of the weapons in Season 1. Season 2, they brought the Chapter 1 scar with the Chapter 1 texture and the Chapter 1 model and icon. And it was all good, right? Season 3, when Season 3 released, there was a glitch. I believe, no, it wasn't even a glitch. Fortnite added it, I'm pretty sure. Where the icon was the Chapter 1 icon, but the model and texture was the Chapter 2 model and texture. And then in a later update, I believe when the blue pump and the heavy came out, they changed the texture on the Chapter 2 scar to be the Chapter 1 texture. And it's not a huge deal because it looks like the Chapter 1 scar. But what exactly is the issue with bringing back the Chapter 1 scar? Like, what is the issue with it? Why did you get rid of it to bring back the Chapter 2 scar to give it the Chapter 1 texture. Like, they're doing these things on purpose that make absolutely no sense. It's the same thing with the Legendary and Purple Burst icon. The Legendary Purple Burst icon right now in-game are the Chapter 2 one, but when they released the news feed in-game, it was the Chapter 1 icon. But in-game, it's the Chapter 2 icon. What is going on here? Something just isn't adding up here. Because that makes absolutely no sense. Why is this the Chapter 2 model, but with the Chapter 1 texture, when you had the Chapter 1 model and texture in the season prior to that? Why is the burst icon not correct on the season's launch? Things are just not adding up. They are clearly not putting effort into this mode. They're just putting 30 seconds of their time to, add one thing, the next day add another thing. Like I was saying before, if this is the earliest they've started working on a season, that means when they've worked on a season, it was within that last month of that season of the prior season being out. Which means when they were working on Season 4, they probably started working on Season 4 with 1 month left in Season 3. Which means, what are they doing on the time that they're not doing anything? Because half of the bugs are they're creating new bugs. They're not even, fixing bugs. They're still not fixing icons. They're fixing stats midway through the season. What are they doing? Like I was saying before, they're just twiddling their fingers and watching us OG players be mad that they didn't add anything. Or didn't fix anything. They have to actually step up their game and make this game feel like Chapter 1. This image, the graphics don't even look that bad. And then you have the OG icons down there with the OG weapons. Well, with the OG weapons. It's a huge difference maker when you actually are using the OG weapons and they actually look like the OG weapons. And, if they can just tone down the fog to be how it actually was in Season 4 and bring back the 2018 TODM and bring back the HUD, the mode's perfect. All you gotta do is copy and paste stuff. It's not that hard. If UEFN creators can make it, then you can. But that's very disappointing, and I really hope they get that fixed, because it is sad to see that they're actually not putting effort into this mode. And then we got players who don't even play the game saying, oh, the reason why it's dying is because the storyline is the exact same as it was before. That's not it at all. I can care less about live events happening. I would rather have a more OG, accurate Chapter 1 than have these live events, because to me that matters more. It really matters more to me to play a faithful Chapter 1 than the relive live events that I've loved. Okay? And there's no reason to change the storyline. There's no reason to make the monster win over the mech. There's no reason to change the map. These newer players are saying that, oh, I'll play more if they change it. I'll play more if Chapter 1 actually goes to Chapter 2. And then they won't. I'll play more if Chapter 1, instead of bringing out Dusty Divot and keeping it as the trashy Dusty Depot, if they got rid of Tilted, an actual good location, I would play it so much more. You're not going to play it more if they do that. The reason why you don't play is because you genuinely either don't like Chapter 1, you don't like the gameplay, or you're just you're nostalgia blind. Or you're just nostalgia blind. You like Chapter 1 because of nostalgia. Come on. You are just ridiculous. Let the players who actually play the mode get what they want in the mode. Okay? If you don't play the mode, then you don't like it. If you don't like Chapter 1, then that's your problem. You can stay in Chapter 6. Okay? You don't have to crap on OG. You don't have to say they need to change OG. OG is fine in terms of how they're, going through seasons. But they really need to fix the OG-ness of the mode. They need to bring back all the weapon icons. They need to bring back the HUD. They need to bring back the graphics. They have to actually make it feel like Chapter 1, and they're failing to do that, and it's a shame.